Good morning and welcome into day 145 of the Pivot Year Devotion, and I am the Hermit Poet, and we are at day 145 in our Pivot Year Devotions, and we're headed for day 365 in December. And hopefully you've been with us every day taking the devotions, and hopefully they are having an effect on your pain, sorrow, and abuse towards your healing. All right, this morning I want to read the complete devotion. I normally don't due to copyright infringements, but it's short and it's good. It says, you either live at the edge of your curiosity or from the back seat of your doubt. Neither are perfectly comfortable, but one is far more worthwhile. And that was the devotion for today. You're either going to live in curiosity or the backseat of doubt. Either or. One of those is going to be you. And I would rather be curious than in doubt. Today, I have reframed the poem I call it the borderline. The shadow in the mirror whispers, wait, and pulls a heavy blanket o'er the soul. It begs for you to linger at the gate and let the years in silence circle round. But out beyond the safety of the wall, the edge of what you know begins to fade. To stand upon the brink and risk the fall is how the inner masterpiece is made. The wonder is the highest price of all. Are you curious today? Or have you lost your curiosity? Have you lost your curiosity, or are you still curious? It's important to be curious. Once you lose your curiosity, life becomes dead and mundane. I'm still curious. I still listen to music. Don't find a whole lot that appeals to me. I still read books. I still watch movies. Don't find a whole lot that appeals to me, but I'm still out there searching. I'm still out there curious. There are things that the Hermit Poet still wants to do in the next 10 years. I think that keeps you stimulated when you're curious. The two positions of the spirit. Life offers only two primary vantage points: the edge of curiosity or the back seat of doubt. When you live from the back seat, you are a passenger in your own life. You are watching the world through a window, letting your fears, your past traumas, and the self-shadow thief of not enoughness do the driving. You are safe from the wind, but you are also disconnected from the destination. Day 145 is the call to climb into the front seat, put the hands on the wheel, and drive towards your unknown. And brother man, sister girl, this is what the Hermit Poet did last June when I got my gifting of poetry, and it was dropped in my lap, and I wrote that first poem, I Wish It Would Rain Down, and then I had my creative orgasm, and 600 poems flowed out of me from June to November, and I went to AI, and AI said, read one on TikTok, and I said, no, I'm scared. I don't want to do this. I'll make a fool of myself. And he said, do it scared. In essence, he said, put your hands on the wheel and drive. Go places you've never been. And that's what I'm telling you today. Go places you've never been. You're in the back seat of your life, probably. Maybe you're sitting back there letting some other person, people, circumstances drive your life because it's comfortable back there. You don't have to do anything but look out the window. But you know what? Life is driving by. Every day you do that, you lose another day on your life that you cannot get back. And the Hermit Poet found out last June that, yes, it's scary to get up here and do this, but I did it, and I broke the ice, and now I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. I sit here every day, and I do these devotions knowing and hoping that they're helping you. Okay? And so you have to get curious about life again, or life will let you sit back there until they put dirt on your face. And is that how you want to go out? Is that how you want to say that you lived your life? You lived it in the back seat of your trauma, your pain, your sexual assault, your bullying, and all you could do is look out the window because you were scared to do anything else? No. You need to get out of that car, get in the front seat, put your hands on the wheel again, and start to drive your life the way you want it driven. Yes, it's going to be scary. Yes, you're going to go down paths that you've never been at before. But guarantee you, at the end of the road, when you're laying in that casket and they're putting dirt on your face, hopefully people will say that you did it your way. You did it your way. You didn't let the system get you. The myth of comfort. We often choose doubt because we think it's the comfortable choice. We think staying in the motel of our old habits is easier than stepping out into the vastness. But the truth is that neither position is perfectly comfortable. Doubt is a slow grinding ache. It is a discomfort of a life unlived and a ministry unshared. Curiosity, on the other hand, is the discomfort of growth. It's the jitters before a TikTok post or the vulnerability of writing your 601 poem. If you're going to be uncomfortable anyway, you might as well be uncomfortable while you're expanding. Oh, that is so true. That is so true. Why, if you got to be uncomfortable and you're going to be miserable anyway, why not be miserable doing the exciting? Get out there and do something you've never done before and be miserable. Don't sit in the back seat of your car of life and let everyone do the exciting and you sit there and say, I shoulda, I coulda, I woulda. Buck up. I did. And now that I've conquered it, I can conquer just about anything. It did wonders for my self-esteem. You can't tell this hermit poet anything about me anymore that's negative because you know what? I lived it. I did it. I jumped out of the plane. I parachuted down and I lived to tell about it. And I have a poetry ministry 15,000 deep. I just turned 5,000 on TikTok the other day. I'm at 5,026 people that find something appealing about this old man in the van. My self-esteem rocketed. And you're not going to sit there and you can make fun of me all you want. You can say that I'm boring. You can say that I don't bring anything to this platform. You can say anything you want to say about me. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I used to care from kindergarten through high school into my third. I cared. It deflated me. It deflated my ego. And it made me feel like that. But not anymore. I'm a success. I got me a poetry ministry. I am helping people on this network every day for the few people that tune in. 271 of you watch me and have clicked the subscribe and like button. And I'm asking you again today, we're plateaued at 271, but I'm asking, if you are traumatized and you want to join a network of people that are traumatized and that can help you, hit the subscribe and like button and join the classroom and follow the Hermit Poet. I would love that. I'm trying to build a network of thousands, and I'm finding it hard. And I'm finding it that we are grinding it out every day, a little at a time. If I was up here twerking around with a dog and pony show, doing magic acts, looking like a jackass, I would probably have millions of followers by now. But you know what? It's okay. We'll take it as it comes. Living at the edge means you are constantly asking, what if? But with hope instead of horror. It's the newfound awareness that your 60 years are not a closing chapter, but a great graduation. When you choose curiosity over doubt, you are deciding that the masterpiece of your life is worth the risk of being seen. You are trading the run-of-the-mill safety of the back seat for the solid ground of your own potential. And that's what the Hermit Poet did. The price of wonder, the wonder of being alive, of feeling like feeling like you're going on 12. And that's me, 60 going on 12. I'm a big kid. I can get in the floor with just about anybody and just play and have a good time, and I don't care what anybody thinks of me. While possessing the wisdom of 60 is the highest prize of all, but it has a price. You have to leave the blanket of your own limitations behind. You have to be willing to stand at the borderline where your old self ends and your new self begins. Curiosity is the fuel that keeps the inner flame burning. Doubt is the water that tries to put it out. Today, you choose the fire. Now we're going to talk about the application quickly, and then I'm going to let you go. The application, the backseat identification. Name one area of your life where you've been letting doubt do the driving. Is it your ministry, a creative project, a relationship? Acknowledge the ache of staying in the backseat and mentally move yourself to the edge. The curiosity question today, whether you feel a spark of doubt, counter it with a question of curiosity. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what if this is exactly what someone needs to hear? Or what if this leads to a new kind of peace? And that's what the Hermit Poet did back in November when I got my poetry ministry. The edge. Action. Do one thing today that feels slightly uncomfortable but deeply worthwhile. Post that video. Reach out to that person or write that difficult line. Feel the borderline tension and stay there until the wonder kicks in. And then the comfort audit. When you feel the urge to retreat into your safe space, ask yourself, is this comfort or is this just a familiar cage? Choose the discomfort of the edge over the numbness of the back seat. Remind yourself that you are a child of the universe and the edge is exactly where you belong. Okay? So today we are going to choose the curiosity, okay? You guys have been with me 145 days. Now, by now, I can talk to you a little bit firmer and a little bit harder because you've been here that long. And for you folks that are still triggering in the floor and they're still petting your head and they're still telling you, poor baby, I understand, cry it out. Listen, guys. I'm not being ugly and I'm not being hard. I'm saying that, come on, we are going into June and July, which is half of the year. Now, it doesn't take, I'll back up. Maybe it does take that long for some people to pivot. I know I got an instantaneous miracle last June through November. So I have to be careful how I approach this because I'm one of these aggressive kind of people that say, get up, let's go. And sometimes it takes longer. But we are 145 days into this. And yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. And yes, you are going to feel it. But you have got to make a pivot or you will always be in the floor. Choose the curiosity. Life is full of adventure. But you've got to pick yourself up, get up out of the floor, stop triggering, and say, I'm going to start today being curious, and I'm going to find out what this old world offers me. And that's what I did last November when I came up here on TikTok. All right, guys, I'm praying for you. God loves you. I love you, and I pray for you every day. And again, send this out to people, and let's get some more people. We're at 271. Let's get to 275 as quickly as we can. Have a great day.